guys, we are back and we are going to try to remove this part of the Flash comics from the packing or the medical tape or surgical tape. And in my experience, the only way that I believe this is going to work is we have to remove the cloth carrier first without any solvents. Then we can use solvents. And I already started the process and I was able to start peeling off the actual carrier. And in doing so, a piece flaked off, which is fine. We're going to put him right here. That is something that could be repaired. But like I said, the only way that this is going to happen is if I can try to remove the cloth off of the book, and then we actually use chemicals and solvents to remove the remainder. So what I want to do is I want to heat it up, and I'm using my tack iron. I have it on pretty high heat because I want to try to loosen up the adhesive. And this, like I said, and I'll say it again, it's going to be a daunting task. So what I want to try to do is just peel off the cover so we can use it again. And I'm using an X-Acto knife, and I'll slowly cut at the graphics. And then what we'll do is we will soak it and we will remove the adhesive by soaking. So right there, we got it going. Let's try a regular razor blade and let's see if this will work as well. Don't try this at home. And just take your time. I don't have control using that razor blade. So let's heat it up again. And I'll do this for the whole length. And hopefully I'll be able to free it. So let's try again. Now, if I use solvents to do this, in light of the small piece of the slither of cover that we're trying to remove, it would be very weak paper, and I think that we wouldn't be successful. So this is the process that I'm going to do, going all the way down, and hopefully I'll be able to free it. This is just a piece of the interior page. We're not going to save that. So stay tuned, guys. I'm going to do this off camera. And then when we're back, hopefully I'll have this piece of the cover removed. Okay, guys, we're back. I was able to semi-successfully remove the strip about to here. So this is free from the tape. So we got a nice amount, but I'm a little unhappy with the way it's going. So I'm gonna go to plan B, which I am going to move to some solvents. And we're gonna soak this piece in some Bestine. Now, I've used this in the past. This is really good to separate the carrier from the paper. And then we're going to do something different to try to remove the adhesive. And I'll let you know when we do it. So I just put this strip on a piece of Reme that I cut to shape. I'm gonna put another piece on top because after it soaks, I'm gonna try to remove the cloth tape carrier with my glass and razors. So let's put a little Bestine in. And we're gonna soak this. I'm gonna soak it probably for a good, I would say, hour or so, and hopefully it will loosen up with the soaking. Matter of fact, I'm gonna remove the top piece of the Reme. We'll put it to the side. And this is my wife's, one of her cooking trays, and it's pretty good to use. So I'll just prop it up on one side because it does have a groove around the pan, and that groove, all the liquid will go into the groove, and now it will soak. You shouldn't touch this stuff without gloves, but I do a lot of things that I shouldn't do. That's the way I am. So we're gonna let this soak for a little bit, and hopefully it will loosen up the adhesive, and I'll be able to free this section up. I really would like to free it up so I can reattach it to the rest of the book, because it is a significant part of the graphics. Whether I'll be able to do it, I don't know. I'm not optimistic because there's a lot of tape on a small piece of paper that we're going to try to remove, but we'll do our best. That's all that we can do in life, is do your best. So stay tuned, guys. I'll see you shortly. Okay, guys, we're back. It's only been soaking for a good 10 minutes. And I want to say that I am very happy with the way the Bestine is working. And it is freeing up from the actual paper. So this is surprisingly working very well. And I think we may have a shot to actually save this piece and reattach it to the cover. So let's delicately pull it up, and as you can see, it's coming up quite nice. So here is a nice chunk. I'm gonna put that back in and let it soak. And if it breaks in pieces, I'm okay with it, because I don't mind it being in pieces, because I can put that back together with Tengojo paper. We're gonna have like a little puzzle with this book. So let's soak it for a little bit more so we can loosen it up, and hopefully it will work like it is. Always putting pressure down on the flat section. It is coming off nice. You don't want to force it. Right there, a piece broke, which again, as indicated, I'm okay with it. Because if I can get graphics to be put back into the book itself, that's a win-win for this golden age classic. So I'm going to work on this a little bit more. Let's let this soak, and then what we'll do is we will put it on the glass and we'll try to remove some of the adhesive. So stay tuned. Okay, guys, we're back, and I just want to show how the Bestine is working. I'm able to brush gently a lot of the adhesive off of the back of the pieces of the spine cover that we're trying to free up. So I'll take my time, I'll let it dissolve a little bit longer, and I'll gently brush it off because it's working quite well. Sometimes in using Festine and the chemicals, you can hit a home run, meaning that they work very well. Sometimes they don't. So stay tuned and we'll be back. Okay guys, I'm gonna finish up this upload freehand, holding the camera. I was able to remove the tape carrier, the cloth, and we freed up this piece that is going to be reunited with the cover, although in several pieces, which is fine. At least we'll be able to attach it and have a lot of graphics that could be utilized. Now, the next step that I'm going to do is I am going to slowly remove the adhesive from these sections, and I'll do that by using a few different solvents in the next upload. So stay tuned. Thank you for sticking by and see you soon.